Hi, I'm Missy Wryn. I'm a holistic natural horsemanship trainer. What holistic natural horsemanship is a method of training the whole horse. My specialty has been problem and dangerous horses, and most of the horses that I have received in my training program who were problems and had serious behavior issues typically were in pain, whether it was physical pain or emotional pain. I found that those pain issues needed to be addressed. So I developed a program, Holistic Natural Horsemanship, to address and work with the whole horse. My motto is, problems are not always training issues, and I want to train the whole horse for a safer ride. Hi, I'm Missy Wryn. I'm back today with Tilly. Tilly is going to be learning the 5 fundamental ground techniques that make for a safer ride. Hi, Tilly. She's being all friendly with me. These ground techniques are something that I apply every time I go for a ride. Even with Paco, my horse that's been with me for years, I run him through these 5 ground techniques before we go riding to make sure that he still understands that I'm the herd leader, that he can trust me, that I'm the same today as I was yesterday, and it helps to warm him up as well. Now, I don't allow nibbling on tack and nibbling on me, so if she starts to nibble, I'm going to have to get after her. She's yawning to release some anxiety. Now, what I've done already with her is I've gone through my 3 foundational requirements to help her warm up. Shh, stop that. She's getting impatient. You know, she's only 3. It's important to have the right equipment when you train your horse. I use a rope halter and 12-foot lead rope with a leather popper on the end. I prefer a 12-foot lead rope since I convert my lead rope to reins. That way I don't have a big long shank underneath the horse's chin. I prefer 5/8 inch rope because it's much more comfortable on my hands. You can probably find that as well. 12-foot allows me to back her up. Remember, we taught her to back up and the 3 foundational requirements. Good girl. The other piece of equipment that I like is my training stick. I'm going to be introducing the stick to Tilly today. She's going to find out that the stick is an extension of my hand. It shows affection and it shows added pressure as well. Horses have 4 reprimand spots on their bodies that you want to use when you're trying to apply pressure or you need to reprimand your horse if your horse is being dangerous. The shoulders, 1, 2 spots, and the hip rump area is 3, and the other side is 4. Those are the 4 reprimand spots on a horse. You'll notice in a herd, the herd leader will often come into the shoulder and nip that shoulder to move that horse off. Well, I'm going to be using that shoulder area as a place to get Tilly to move off my pressure when I ask her to lunge. And you'll notice I'll tap, tap, tap. Tilly has never been taught the 5 fundamental ground techniques, so this is all new to her today. First of all, I'm going to ask her to back up to get out of my space. And if your horse isn't backing up, go back to the Training the Whole Horse DVD and review that. You need those 3 foundational requirements set well in your horse before you move on to these 5 fundamental ground techniques. So I'm going to ask her back up again. Now, to lunge a horse, I like to stand in front of a horse. I want 2 eyes on me. I want her to be focused on me. I don't like to lunge a horse from the side. It's a vulnerable position for me. A horse can reach out and kick me. So I want her focus. I want to be in a safe place, and I want to be able to talk to her with my body. I'm going to be asking her to go to the left. So I'm going to be lifting my left hand and cocking my head left, just as a lead mare would do, or a herd leader would use their head to talk. I'm going to ask, and of course she doesn't understand, and I'm asking her to go that direction. I'm going to raise my stick, and I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to tap, 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 and I'm going to walk into her. She needs to take a step to the left. I'm going to bump that nose a little bit, I'm going to tap. And as soon as she goes to the left, I'm going to shorten this a little bit and bump her nose that way. You need to go that way. As soon as she goes, then I will drop my pressure. Good girl! That was scary, but you did all right. Good job. I immediately drop my pressure. She's licking and chewing. She doesn't quite understand that, but she'll get it. I'll help her through it. Good girl. And then I'm just going to kind of rub that bumping away where I was tapping her. Rub it away. Let her know I'm not mad at her. I'm just trying to help her understand. Good girl. Good girl. It's okay. Good job. I do not train with pain and fear. She'll get it. I need to support her through it. And I come in and I lift that stick. I'm going to bump that nose in the direction I want her to go. There, she's starting to go. Good girl! Good girl! She's just starting to get it with just me showing her. Very good! Very good. I didn't even have to tap her shoulder, and she started moving off. Very good. I want to get to the point where I can just lift that lead rope and point with her. Good. And I'm going to rub that away. Good girl. This is gentleness and patience. See, she's already looking that direction. What do I need to do? I want her to follow that lead rope. Good girl. I'm going to kind of ask her to go forward a little bit, so the stick behind her bottom just a little bit. She's never done this. Good girl. As soon as she started to move, you notice I dropped that stick. Told her she was a good girl. Very good. Okay. Just tap. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Now she's starting to get it. Isn't that great? Look at that. You notice my body language. Very light on the pressure. Just asking and helping her to get it. Good job. So she understands, oh, I see. When I go this way, then you stop tapping on me. This is the first time she's ever lunged in her life. Good girl. And she's doing a great job at it. Good girl. Didn't even have to touch, just point. Very good. I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. Good job. Very good. Now see that? All I had to do was just lift that rope and guide her in the direction I wanted her to go. Very good. Now I'm going to combine a one-rein stop because I want to stop my horse and I want to teach her in the other direction. Oh, she's a little close. I'm going to kind of bump the belly. Oh, yeah, she's sensitive. But you notice I just touched the belly lightly. So be aware that your horse may be very sensitive. Doesn't take much pressure to get her out of my space. I don't have to hit her, just have to touch her. Good girl. She's doing a nice job. So we're going to combine a one-rein stop with lunging because I need to stop her. Get out of my space and just point. Get out of my space. Good girl. And the reason why I do the one-rein stop on the ground, I'm setting her up for a one-rein stop in the saddle, which is my emergency handbrake if I get in trouble with my horse. Get out of my space. Good girl. Now if I can touch my horse with the stick, she's in my space. So I'm going to drop the stick now, and I'm going to slide my hand as I walk towards her girth area, shortening that lead rope, and I'm going to just draw her nose gently over. Good. I put my hand on her back, and she's so soft, I'm just going to drop it. Very good. Do you notice how slow I went and patient I am with her? Good girl. She doesn't need a lot of pressure. Good job. Never did I force her into the right answer. I supported her in getting the right answer. Now what we teach on one side, we need to teach on the other. And back, back, back. Remember I taught her the safe and loving place where we go when we're in trouble in those 3 requirements. So she already understands nose to the girth. Now I'm going to point and ask and bump, pick up the stick, and I'm going to tap and just keep asking. It's all right. Good girl, good girl. She went that direction, so I just stopped and let her soak on that for a minute. Very good girl. She doesn't have to keep going the first time she gets it. That's the key, is you need to stop, let them know they did the right thing, if it was just for a moment. Good girl. She's going to learn much faster that way. She's going to understand what I'm asking. Imagine you're dumped into a foreign country, you don't speak the language, somebody puts you in a new house, and they're yelling at you because you aren't doing what they want you to do. Well, how cooperative are you going to be? Wouldn't it be nice if somebody came over and showed you and slowly helped you learn the language? That's what I'm doing with her. I'm helping her learn the language.